We won't continue to live like slaves in Lagos. Ilaje protest demolition of ancestral homes, insist they are one of the first settlers. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. I bring to you another news coming from the larger people. Says they won't continue to live like slaves in Lagos State. They protest on demolition of ancestral homes, insist they are one of the first settlers. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Ilaje women in Lagos have threatened to stage a nude protest following the demolition of their ancestral homes, accusing some traditional rulers of orchestrating the destructions. The women alleged that certain monarchs were hiding under the name of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to justify the forceful and unlawful demolition of Ilaje settlement. Despite heavy rainfall on Tuesday, hundreds of protesters under the umbrella of Egbe Omo Ilaje marched to the Lagos State House of Assembly in Alausa, Ikeja, demanding urgent intervention from Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Speaker Mudashiru Obasa. The protesters, carrying placards, accused certain traditional rulers in the state of acting as land grabbers and masterminding the demolition of Ilaje communities, according to the Punch. An elderly protester who introduced herself as Ifadbemi declared that she and other women were ready to stage a nude demonstration at the palaces of the implicated monarchs if the government failed to intervene decisively. Ifadbemi said, "We are the original settlers of Lagos. Our ancestors moved from Ilaje to Ebutero, formerly called Olobun. If the government refuses to meet our demands, we will strip ourselves and storm one palaces of these monarchs. We want peace and we want justice." Meanwhile, Raphael Irowahinu, President General of Egbe Omo Ilaje Worldwide, accused some monarchs of invoking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's name to legitimize the unlawful demolitions. He said, "Some royal fathers have abandoned their duty of upholding justice and turned themselves into land grabbers. They falsely claim that President Tinubu sent them, but we know he did not. These actions are fraudulent and lawless." He alleged that some of the monarchs instigating the crisis are not natives of Lagos, but originally from Osun and Ekiti State. None of these monarchs built Lagos, yet they oppress us because of political advantage. How can a king demolish people's homes without legal authority? We are the true indigenes of Lagos. We are Yoruba, not strangers, he said. These demolitions without court orders will only worsen insecurity and homelessness, he warned, calling for compensation for affected families. Another protester, Wole Adewusi, lamented that numerous landlords had lost their homes and properties, plunging many families into hardship. Our wives and children are suffering. We are appealing to Governor Sanwo-Olu to rescue us from these so-called Obas who have turned into land grabbers, he said. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Chairman of Egbe Omo Ilaje, Prince Oluwajimusu, condemned what he called a deliberate attempt to wipe out Ilaje heritage. You cannot write the history of Lagos without mentioning Ilaje as one of the first settlers. What is happening is unjust to our people. We will not continue to live as slaves in our own land. By 2027, we will decide our political future. Good day, my dear listeners. That is the news coming from the larger people. Moving on to the comment section. So yes, the first comment here says that the largest in Lagos, also from Southeast. What is going with the ownership of Eko? Is it not better we continue to call Eko no man's land before Guinea-Bissau people take over fully? A comment 2, which is the last comment here, says, as the Lord Jesus Christ, God incarnate, says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Cannot stand? So it is the beginning of the end of Yoruba land, with Yoruba Obas, including Oni of Ife, Olubadan of Ibadan, and now Lagos State Obas divide Yoruba ethnic group for personal, economic, and political gains of these ignorant Obas. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your